What you are about to witness is not for the faint of heart. Get ready for Office Baked.
So, I mean, from what I heard, Biden doesn't know how to count. He was saying that, you know, basically 1947 is like a number. And a lot of people on YouTube are cracking jokes, you know. They have the count from Sesame Street going, today's number, and then flashing to, you know, Biden trying to
7, ha, ha, ha. 9, ha, ha, ha. 3, ha, ha, ha.
Which is the greatest thing ever. Which I feel like everybody deserves a second chance or a pass or a, as you call it, a get out of jail free card, okay? You know, Bill Clinton had his dick sucking situation, and you know, Obama had his MIA U.S. citizen situation, and Bush had, well, he was just fucked. But that's besides the point. We want to help all of the, you know, OBGYNs and their love for women. Think about what you just said, bro. Anyway. And he's the one that started the whole no children left behind cause, so that's a whole other thought process, because his ass was left way far behind. Maybe that's why he made it up. But I mean, I give you your free pass, but then you have that second strike where he was giving a political speech and he had to tell everyone that his butt's been wiped. So there's strike 2.
I can wipe my own ass.
Exactly. My name's Joe Biden and I wipe my own ass. And then you have strike 3 where he was crying for his mother at a political speech. So I've never been one to say let's release serial killers, psychopaths from jail.
Jesus Christ.
And mind you, this is a joke. I'm giving a pre-warning. I don't want anybody like coming and knocking on my door. Jokes are jokes. I don't mean anything by it. Because to actually be held liable means you have to have a means to do so, a plan to do so, and an ability to do so. I don't even have the ability to get out of bed in the morning for anybody that doesn't know me. So, back to my plan. I normally would be against releasing serial killers, releasing psychopaths. But, Jeffrey Dahmer, where are you when we need you? Like, we just release you and say, look, man, just go make some, you know, Biden stew or something and fix
Pretty
this
sure
fucking...
he's dead.
Well, then that even helps the process more because people can't, you know, come at me and be like, oh my God, he's threatening people. It's a joke. It's a hypothetical speak. You know, like I want to take this joke to a lower level and go to 1, 2, 3, but I'm scared like all the softies will be like, oh my God, he just made a joke. Yes, and the murderer is dead. Let that soak in for a moment.
I think he was given the death penalty. I mean, he's definitely dead, but
which came full circle. Because he was all about
I know for a
eating
fact
humans.
He's dead, but I'm pretty sure he was given the death penalty.
But I'm saying this all came full circle because he was all about eating humans. And then he became worm food.
He became the food.
Yeah. Like I mean, think about this though. What if like we did release Jeffrey Dahmer? Jeffrey Dahmer comes in, he's like, all right, man, we got a mission for you. Well, I know all about the Illuminati and the missions. I remember when you met with Michael Jackson and said we need a distraction. So, Michael, we're just going to say you touched another little boy. And, you know, so what kind of distraction are you looking for? You know, that's what Jeffrey's saying. And we're like, look, man, we need you to go back to your old ways. I know that you said you were reformed. It was never going to happen again. We just need you to do it one last time. Well, technically 2, because it could be 1 if you make Kamala and Biden stew, but we kind of just need either 1 or 2, mattering your taste. And
it'll be covered up. It's fine.
No trouble. You know, we'll have, you know, we'll have Sting go out there and admit that he likes to sleep with elephants or something. I don't know, but it won't even make the front page of the paper, believe me. And and that's when Jeffrey Dahmer, the person who eats humans, looks at the government and goes, nah, man, that's too bad for my fucking taste. I'm not even eating him. When a cannibalist turns down eating you, you know you're fucked up. It's so morbid that it's...
You're fucked up. Funny part is, that's not even the most fucked up thing I've heard him say.
And Jeffrey's walking to the fridge. Well, I got some ears. I got a finger. It's like, no, dude, we need you. Hang on, let me make a few calls. Okay, look, we're gonna make the deal. If you go after Biden and Kamala, okay, so you're gonna sweeten the pot. Yes. We'll throw in the Tiger King for free. It's like a buy one, get one free special right now.
Why not Carol Baskin?
Well, that was a given. Carol fucking Baskins is going no matter what. I mean, because at least then, like, she'll die like her husband did, just by a different mammal.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Bring that shit around.
No, what's it? Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
Yes.
Dahmer, you're our only hope.
I could see shirts like that with like a spork from KFC. And on the back, it's finger licking good.
Oh!
That is so warped, it's not. Like, that's what's sad. Cause, like,
I hope you like dark humor.
This is the good stuff. And then you like, now coming to the stage, Office Paint. And it's like, you walk out there and you're like, I can't get away with saying this. And then the woman comes on stage and it's like, I'm talking to my vagina. And it's like, oh, the good stuff could have came out. I was being PG.
Right, though. Is that why you took out the other story?
Yeah, because it was like, I really didn't want to offend them.
And that one guy was talking about horse cock.
I know. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, take out the joke against the Jehovah's Witnesses and offending people's grandmas and all that, and maybe the Tyson chicken lovers. Take all that out.
No, you totally could have told the fucking Tyson chicken story.
Dude, I could have been sitting in
Jehovah's
style
Witness
in
story.
the middle of the stage, just doing it, and no one would have been upset. But I was like paranoid, because that dude looked straight-laced.
Which one?
The Cody guy that ran it. Like, he was not your typical comedy stoner.
Oh no, he's totally a stoner.
He was laughing when there wasn't even jokes. The one woman looks over and
He was probably high as fuck right there. That's probably why he late, because he was outside smoking a blunt before he came in.
We're all sitting there waiting, and I'm like, I'll make a list. I'll take over. I have experience. I have to corral children all day long. You work at a daycare, sorta.
I mean, if you want to get technical.
Can't even get people to show up. How many times are you going to reschedule an interview? Like, after a while, oh my god. Don't want to head down that route. Yet. Like, I realize people are not smart. Like, I say BJ and just wait for shit to happen. After we left that live thing, I'm driving Peter home and he's like, look, dresser. Only in Morgantown are two skinny white boys carrying a oak Malaysian-made dresser that weighs more than me and my co-host put together.
I have change Do we have any?
No.
Okay, I'll let her know.
I'll run
Unless
through
you need fives.
I could use fives. There's like there's a 20 in there, and there's some ones, but I don't want to give her like a 20 and like hella ones.
I can run to the bank after this.
I feel bad giving her like $30 and not 30, but like $20 and
Well, that guy paid with a 50 before.
I don't know what's up with people in their 50s today.
Is today tax day or something?
I guess so.
I still need to go to Sam's too.
So, only in Morgantown. Now, mind you, I've lived in bigger
You
cities.
guys carried that thing?
We carried it. It's oak. Made in Malaysia. Not.
It wouldn't fit in the Jeep either?
No. This thing was wide, tall, everything.
Holy shit.
And that's where I found Dahlia in the first drawer. And I found cartridges in the second drawer. And wraps in the third drawer. But mind you, we didn't empty any of them. So Terry's car smelled wonderful because we put the drawers in her car and then carried the main piece. So we're just walking there with a dresser with no drawers for like a mile down the middle of the road. And like, my back is definitely shot, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning after performing on stage. Sitting in those freaking children's folding chairs.
Oh, I know. Those things hurt my back, too. I'm like, I woke up the next day, I'm like, why the fuck does my back hurt?
Oh, that's right. I sat in an elementary school chair. Yeah. So like every maybe 500 yards to a football field, I'm like, yo, break. Well, we're not on the sidewalk. We're just putting it down in the middle of the street, praying no cars come. Then, like, there's people just looking outside. Oh, okay, it's just 2 college boys. They found themselves a dresser. We're the same age. We went to college together. We're old enough to have college kids as kids. And we're out there at 1 o'clock in the morning. One of these things is not like the other. And then we gotta be all quiet. Because, like, Camilla and Lily are asleep. So we're creeping into the house and putting it near the kitchen. As quietly as possible.
Did he even tell Camilla about this? Like, she probably woke up the next morning like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly. He's like, that's exactly. He's like, yeah, I got some splaining to do in the morning. And he's like, well, we were just talking about getting a dresser, you know, on coming up, and we talked about renting a U-Haul on Wednesday. I said, well, you just slap a note on it and say, well, it's Wednesday.
Oh my god.
So
I mean, technically, he saw the dresser on Wednesday.
But by the time we got out of the parking...
It was Thursday.
Yeah. By the time we actually got the main base of it into the house, yeah, it was Thursday. Like, I got to bed at 2. And Terry's just sitting there texting, where are you? Send. Ding! And I couldn't even take it out of my pocket because I'm like, you know, superhero in this dresser. She's freaking out. And then she gets in the car in the morning and Peter's like, oh yeah, did you tell her to roll down the windows? That she's going to have to air out the car? Terry, being Terry, was like, I came home and I was like, so did you air out the car? Did you smell the funky smell? And she goes, I thought it was me. I thought maybe I forgot to shower. I'm like, no, honey, the whole dresser was a giant weed capsule.
When you get it, just let me
Why
know.
would you just leave that stuff in there?
I mean, the bowl itself was like $80-$90, Peter said. And I mean, it had a buildup of residue and resin this thick. Like, I had to put it in the dishwasher like 8 times.
Damn.
Like, it was that thick. Like, yeah, it was well used.
You know they have like actual cleaner you can just buy to clean your...
I'm so OCD, every time I smoke in one of my bowls, I just put it in the dishwasher.
You put it in the dishwasher?
Yeah, it's glass. It's a glass bowl. I mean, I cascade that shit. There is no water spots.
I cascade that shit.
No water spots. I use the finish liquid in there too. I don't want to be looking all grumpy, you know, like a peasant with like water spots on my bowl. Try to hand it to someone's mouth and they'll be like, hey, you want to hit? No.
Who else is going to give a fuck about water spots besides you? They're just going to fucking hit it. Like, who gives a fuck?
And I mean, this thing, the tube, I mean, other than it looking like a giant dildo with balls attached. And you put your finger over the one ball. So it hits so hard because the tube in the chamber is so long that to hit it you have to pull real hard. So like it chokes you to death after one hit. And you're just sitting there and you're like, this motherfucker's awesome. Terry's inside, she's like, I heard you dying out there. I was like, you didn't send for help, but that opens the whole other story of I believe I can fly. I did my job. Fuck that shit.
Right, though. My mission was to save his soul. Whatever happens after that, fuck it.
Oh my god. I watched a video this morning on YouTube. There's a CVS somewhere that basically you can do a jump or an ollie off of from roof to roof and then land on the sidewalk. And this guy wants to go video this skater named AJ. I'm a big skateboard fan. People that know me know I have like 3 skateboards and I can still skate. I can semi-ollie and I can skate in my parking lot. For a 40-year-old, that's freaking awesome. But back in the day, I was the shit. So I'm watching it, trying to live out my childhood. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be on top of the CVS. No. But this guy had 0 brains. Like, he falls off the CVS. Like, yes, look it up on YouTube, people. Motherfucker falls off the CVS onto the concrete. And his mission in life must have been to skateboard. Because he gets back up, climbs back up on the roof, and says, throw me my skateboard. And wants to do it again. What part of you just bounced like a Super Ball when you fell off the CVS? There was a sound and everything to it.
He was skateboarding off of the CVS.
Yes. And hurt himself and landed pretty much on his face. Gets up, climbs back up on the roof to try it again. I land on my ankle crooked. And I'm never going off my porch again.
You say this like you've done it.
I will not step off my porch drunk, let alone trying when I'm sober. Like, it's a thought process. Okay, one foot in front of the other.
Didn't you go down the law school steps? Or was that were you sledding?
Yeah, I was sledding. Yeah, I was sledding. We had a real bad snowstorm, and I sat on my butt on a snowboard.
And Terry just let you go that day, too.
Yeah. She did come out and watch. She wanted to witness the carnage if it happened. I mean, at least she'll have a story. She's not like, I came outside and he was fucking dead. No, be like, you wouldn't believe this dumbass.
What was your tombstone gonna say again?
Oh, well, this didn't go as planned. And that's our 15 minutes of Office Bake. Make sure you like, subscribe, add us on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, your mom's YouTube, your brother's YouTube, everybody. Just start spamming everybody with our videos. We give you permission.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.